Adventurous Queens, welcome back to Life with Lokie, and lately I have been obsessing about Hermes and looking across the various categories hoping to pick up random goodies. There are many items which have caught my eye, however there are a few hot favorites that are unfortunately no longer on my wish list, which I will be sharing all about them with you today, and we will talk about my reasons why. Hello if you're new here, and my name is Lokie. I enjoy chit-chatting about Hermes, luxury and the like, shopping from vintage to pre-loved to brand new. So if you're also into content like this, then I would love to welcome you to my safe space and subscribe. Plus, hit that like button to support my channel. Without further ado, let's jump straight in. For a start, I have always adored the Mini Pop collection of costume jewelry. It is like an entry-level accessory to Hermes that is both classy, affordable and durable. I have yet to purchase the necklace version of it yet, but I was hoping to purchase them as a set with matching earrings. Unfortunately, I have only just realized that my ear piercings have closed only recently, as I've not been wearing earrings for a while, which also means I actually no longer need these earrings at all, which may be a sign, or if I really find a nice beautiful color at the boutique, then I may have to re-pierce my ears for that. And the next piece is really going to shock a few of you, and that is the Hermes della Cavallaria bag, which is quite trendy at the moment, and in fact a few luxe YouTubers have managed to get their hands on them. For a fact, I really love how unique the front closure is, and I think it is a pretty neat idea. However, I sometimes chuckle to myself when I see it because, let me explain. So from front view, you may notice the base of the bag is not completely flat, as it kind of curves upwards around the middle section with the hardware in between, and this really reminds me of butt cheeks on the leather bit, while the hardware kind of looks like thongs, I know. But now I really cannot unsee that image whenever I look at the Hermes della bag. I'm not sure if someone put that idea in my head, but somehow it is kind of stuck. And one more thing about the della bag is the position of the bag strap, which is located on the back part of it, which also means the bag is slightly lopsided when carried tilting inwards. For a practical person like myself, I like things symmetrical, and I wonder what will happen if the front part of the bag is carried facing my body. I think the bag will somehow tilt at an awkward angle, and sometimes when I am rushing, I may not always carry my bags facing the right way outwards, and for that reason, the della bag may look quite odd when carrying it facing inwards. Now, another hot favorite in the list is the Hermes Evelyn. I know it's a hard to get bag for the life of me, but I just cannot appreciate the Hermes Evelyn. I've tried carrying it on multiple occasions at the Hermes boutique, but the crossbody style doesn't quite sing to me, or perhaps it could be the large perforated H that I am not used to. However, I do like a similar style, which is a vintage piece called the Hermes Vespa. The overall shape of the bag is pretty similar to the Hermes Evelyn, which looks slightly oblong shaped with rounded corners and with some width to the bag. The Hermes Vespa, however, does not have the perforated H on the leather, but has a beautiful intricate design with the chandon chains with some Hermes details on it, and this chain loops through a small hole at the front side of the bag, which also helps secure the closure of the bag. If Hermes remade the Hermes Vespa, then I would get that bag in a heartbeat for sure, as it doesn't scream the brand Hermes, which I like. And moving on to the next category is Hermes Belts. I absolutely love the many unique variations like the Kelly belt, which is free size and freely adjustable, but it is the H buckle that I think I have kind of overdone it for myself. Honestly, I have 3 of these H buckles, one in the 32mm one and another 2 in the 28mm size, and all of them have been thrifted. Am I looking for another one? Absolutely not. I mean, it is nice to have at least one small one in my collection, but I think I went overboard with it. I mean, I still have the strap, so I think if a nice buckle pops up one day and I really love the buckle, then maybe I may consider getting that. But overall, I rarely wear my belt, so I may want to reduce the cost per wear on these current belts first before adding more to my collection. And the next hot item from Hermes, which is no longer on my wish list, is the Hermes Clack bracelet. I love the playful colors paired with gold hardware. I mean, it looks so classic, effortless, and it comes at an entry-level price point, which is perfect. And what's even better, I see Hermes making so many gorgeous prints and designs for this, which also means we are spoiled for choice. The only issue is that I have a very small wrist, and a bracelet like this is not adjustable at all. And even with the smaller size, that will dangle down quite a bit and falls almost down to my hand, which isn't a very good look. So for this practical reason that it doesn't fit my size, it is no longer on my wish list. I know it looks perfect on many ladies with nice wrists, and the Clack looks stunning and classy on them, but unfortunately, I don't think it is made for me. And the sixth item from Hermes that is no longer on my wish list is found in the small leather goods section. And this is none other than the Hermes Jige clutch, Jige. The design comes in various sizes, from the wallet version to the clutch version, where it is very recognizable for its big leather hitch on the front. It is not a completely flat pack clutch like the vintage version, but this SLG has a bit of width to it to carry a bit more as a clutch. This clutch has a unique closure, which is a leather tab that you can slide into the hitch on the front. It is definitely a smart design as a clutch, but there are a few features of this clutch which I quite dislike. Now, the big hitch on the front I feel is quite large. And if you don't know the brand, then you will eventually know the brand because you will be asking what's with the H. If I ever own an Hermes SLG, then it has to be versatile and be worn in more ways than one. Because the leather tab closure slides through the H, this also means I cannot add a chain to it and expect the clutch to hold itself up while I carry it as a crossbody, like how some ladies do with their Constance or Kelly wallet. Well, in comparison with the Kelly or the Constance wallets, these wallets have proper turn lock closures or click closures, but not for the Jige clutch. So that also means the clutch can only be carried as a clutch for me. And my last and final item from Hermes, which I used to covet until I recently tried them at the boutique and realized it is not for me, is the Hermes Neo ankle boots. This gorgeous boots is quite under the radar and rarely talked about on YouTube, but it has a very iconic Kelly buckle closure which faces the outer side of the boots. Apparently, once this buckle is undone, the leather unfolds pretty nicely, which allows you to slide your feet in, and it is made of full leather. I was initially eyeing the one in brown, but the boutique only had the one in black, which I tried. But I have to say I found the leather way too stiff and rigid around the ankles, which made it quite awkward when walking. It had an unnatural fold whenever I bent my ankles, which created a crease line in the leather right on the front where the ankle was. I think if the boots was more for a photo shoot, it will be a nice look, but I want to use the boots but without the unsightly crease lines. So perhaps I shall wait for maybe a newer design to come through from Hermes. Hence, I have decided that the Neo ankle boots isn't for me. So far, this is my list of Hermes items that I have fallen out of love with and is no longer on my wish list. Of course, I hope I don't have to eat my words one day and change my mind about these items because you know with Hermes, never say never. Oh well, but I hope you guys enjoyed this sharing session today of the many various hot and popular items that is no longer on my wish list. Do share your thoughts with me if you own any of these items and perhaps I may change my mind about it. I thank you for joining me today and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to lend some support. See you next week, Queens, and have a blessed week. Goodbye!